Hi, I'm Devon Muller. I'm 23 years old, South African born and raised, living in Sao Paulo, Brazil, playing for Brazil Rugby Union. We're in Stellenbosch, obviously on tour with the international side, Brazilian side, to play against Zimbabwe, Kenya, and Namibia in a Quad Nations kind of thing. And it's only been great for us. The food here is awesome. It's good to be back in my home country again. My last game in South Africa was played on this field behind us, and my first game international debut is also being played here. So for me, it's only a blessing. It's the first trip for the boys here in Stellenbosch in South Africa. A lot of them hasn't been here, and it's good. It's good to be able to having this cultural background and teaching them new things, teaching them how we eat, how we speak our languages. Having 11 different languages for them is something crazy. They only have Portuguese in their country. So it's only been good. Obviously staying here at SAS, where the Blitzbox train, where a lot of athletes over here, professional athletes train. It's awesome being able to see all of this, because in Brazil we don't have a lot of this, maybe just for our soccer, because the soccer in the country is very big. So to be able to live in a place like this, to see how the guys train and having them all around, because we're also around each other all day, every single day. But having a place like this and being able to stay in here, it's really cool, really awesome. So our first game was against Zimbabwe. And tough first game, tough first half, being down 17-0 at half time, not being able to get any points on the scoreboard. Big chat, second half, came back strong, everyone showed heart, we came back, and we went down 24-22 at the end of the game. It's the first trip, like I said, for the boys to South Africa, and with the different time stuff and time zones, a lot of the boys was jet lag. It took us about 5 days to get settled in and actually having a bedtime at 10, 11 o'clock at night, where the first couple of nights we went to bed at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, had to wake up at 6 in the morning again for breakfast. So it was difficult for us settling in. But I'm pretty sure that we'll take it on to the next game on Saturday to Kenya, and not only to the next, it's our last game for the season, but I'm pretty sure we'll take this feeling with us for the next couple of years, definitely aiming for the next World Cup. With me being South African, after school I went to Westall Boys High School in Durban, and after school I got an opportunity to go to Sharks Academy, Western Province Academy, and Potchefstroom, Pikke, to go play rugby over there. But due to family problems, personal reasons, I couldn't do that. I had to go home to go help my mom at home. I didn't give up on rugby. I always wanted to be a rugby player, professional rugby player. And then after the time went by, when I looked after my mom and I wanted to get back into the unions, they said that time's already up and they have a lot of athletes, which is understandable coming from South Africa, a lot of athletes and not a lot of spaces. So my dream was always to go play professional rugby, whether it was in South Africa or outside of South Africa. And the opportunity to go to Brazil came, and I said I'm not going to throw this chance away again. And off I went. I didn't know Brazil played rugby. I didn't know what language they spoke in Brazil. But as soon as I got there, my perspective changed completely. The boys in Brazil are big, they're strong, they actually know how to play rugby. And from there on, I had big dreams and high hopes on taking Brazil to a World Cup. Brazil has never played in a Rugby World Cup and gotten close, but unfortunately close is not enough. So again this year we played the World Cup for the 2020, the qualifier for the World Cup in 2023, and unfortunately the games didn't go our way. But we learn out of our experiences, good and bad, and we're pretty sure we're going to work hard towards the next one. My dream in the Brazilian jersey is to obviously play a World Cup for them and go as far as I can. There's no Brazilian rugby players playing professional rugby in top 40 in Aviva in England. There's no one doing that. So for me, obviously personal, is to play at the highest level I can, and not only play for the club but represent my new adoptive country, Brazil, and actually put Brazil rugby on the map in world rugby.